What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, The Stone Mandalorian. I'm the Stone Mando. You can call me Cody, whichever you prefer. And today I got another badass, brand new Black Series figure review for y'all here today. And today I'm going to be taking a look at one of my personal favorite characters in all of Star Wars, and this is the Phantom Menace version of Darth Maul. It's coming from all the way from the orange line, the orange and black box 2013. That this figure has just come leaps and bounds with the leaps of engineering with sculpting, paint, and the photoreal technology that we have nowadays. But don't get me wrong, the 2013 is definitely still a pretty neat figure with that alternate hooded head, where the head comes attached to the hood. It's still a pretty cool gimmick in my opinion. Give y'all a quick look at the side of the box. Art looks fantastic. The one thing that I wish that this face sculpt did have is this snarl that shows on the box art. The actual figure does not have that. It's just kind of like a neutral closed mouth expression. But really would have liked to see a snarl on here, but it is what it is. It's no big deal. But sent by the evil Darth Sidious, Darth Maul delivered a fatal blow to Qui-Gon Jinn with his double-bladed lightsaber during the Battle of Naboo. But I like I've always said in this in my more new figure reviews, I like this newer packaging. It's just got more of a streamlined look to it, a little more premium feel as well. But let's get this thing out the package and take a closer look. And here's Darth Maul out of the box, looking wicked as hell, man. It's just like I said, for him being one of my favorite characters. This is our first ever introduction to Maul was in Phantom Menace. When he was in the hologram with Darth Sidious on the Tread Federation cruiser, talking to Rune Hako and Newt Gunray. But this is just a fantastic looking figure, man. So, like I said, coming from all the way one of the first figures in the line from the orange line days, orange line box days. The 2013 Maul is just, it had those really clunky double pinned knees, and it had these weird like shoes that I don't want to knock the figure down. They set the feet are kind of like rockers, so it was would complain about having a hard time standing and such. And like I said, the photo reels just come so far nowadays. I know this still isn't quite the Ray Parker vibe look that we would have many of us would have hoped for. It's got more of that. It's like I'd say it's like 80% animated series and like 20% Ray Parker. Ray Park, I should, my bad, not Parker, Ray Park. But that being said, I do, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but like I said, our first ever introduction to Maul, it's just so sweet to finally have like a definitive version of our first introduction to Maul. Like I said, in the Phantom Menace, obviously in the hologram with Sidious, and also walking in Coruscant with him when they were at last match, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. Or what? That might not be the exact line, but it's pretty damn close. But this just looks fantastic, man. Like I said, it's just so nice to have a final, like, true representation of Phantom Menace Maul, man. But I'll tell you what, let's get this off the turntable. We'll take a closer look at this new sculpt head to toe. So excited to get into this. And what I'm excited for is to take a look at these ball jointed wrists. But let's get into this. And the lightsaber that blew us all away. I know Legends content had double bladed lightsabers, but never in canon did we see that like live action. So when Phantom Menace came along and we seen that fight scene on Naboo with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Maul, and he ignited the second blade, absolutely epic. Because in that one part when they were leaving Tatooine, when he goes Anakin duck, when Maul's on the Bloodfin tracking them down with the probe droids, we only see him use that one blade fighting Qui-Gon, but got some nice clean red on here. The red of the blade looks very vibrant. And then getting on to what we're all waiting for. Whoops, drop them down. Sorry for the camera work, y'all. Now what we're all waiting for, Maul himself, dude. And he looks freaking fantastic. So the one thing I like the most, I do have the GameStop 3-pack on the way. GameStop keeps pushing it back for some reason. And Maul and the Bloodfin, the SDCC exclusive, San Diego Comic-Con. But the San Diego Comic-Con, it's a soft goods skirt that allows Maul to sit on the Bloodfin. With this one, it would just be like raised, and that would mess with the plastic after a while. It's hard goods plastic. But I like how they cut it up into these separate pieces to not inhibit the leg articulation. You get a full split out of Maul. He's a very acrobatic and dynamic character. Kick out straight in front of him. He's actually got a little bit of kickback, but the skirt part of his robes just kind of hinder that a little bit. But and then we do have no joints. I'm sorry, no pins. Got a single joint knee now, which gets well below 90 degrees, as you can see here. And there's swivel at the knee, of course. Feet go down a decent amount as well. Actually, they don't go down that far. Not a whole lot of a hinge right there, but they go down a little bit. Here, let me straighten this leg out. They go down about that far, and they come up. They come up a little bit further than they go down, which is interesting, but not bad. There is thigh swivel on Maul. I don't know if you can see that right there. So I like thigh swivel. I prefer thigh swivel on my figures, but I get for some figures it's nice not to break up the sculpt. Really deep cut elbows, so you can get well below 90 at the elbow here, as you can see. Well below 90 there. Even with these bigger sleeves and his gloves, there's also swivel at the elbow, as you can see. And what I'm most excited for is these ball jointed wrists. So there's no hinges, no vertical or horizontal. It's all just a ball joint. So for lightsaber wielders, that's just a really nice touch, man. And it just really helps with the posing and being able to dual wield and hold their saber with both hands. So one thing that's strange to me is why that we haven't seen more figures with the ball jointed hinges, like Figure and Dan, the modal nodes and stuff like that. I believe Hera from the Ahsoka Disney Plus TV series, she had ball jointed wrists. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but they've only done like 4 or 5 figures to my knowledge with the ball jointed wrists. So I'm wondering why we haven't seen that more. I think it's a really nice touch for articulation, and I'm just wondering why they're not implementing that more. Arm spins 360 degrees, of course, and get a full T, really deep cut single hinge ball joint right here. Even when the neck, you can get a little bit of side to side, so you can get some expression and emotion out of this. A little bit of up and down, not a whole lot. Head spins 360 degrees, of course, as well. A little bit of ab crunch here, not a whole lot. He can go back a decent amount, and he can't really come forward. Just starts to bunch into the sculpt here, but he can lean back a decent amount. But a lot of nice articulation. Of course, there's butters on here as well. Really nice butters, very smooth. But like I said, I do wish that this Maul had more of a snarling look. Here, let me fix my light real quick. But that being said, I'm trying to get this focused. There we go. But I wish we could kind of see some teeth on here, but the horns are very nice. The paint is super, super nice, very precise and clean. I want to say in there, I thought we had. No, it would have been cool if they painted his earring on here. I might try to do that myself because I think it's like right up here. Ray Park forgot to take out his earring, so and George Lucas liked it, so he left it. But do have this. I like the soft goods plastic compared to a hard goods. So the nice folds that plugs in right here. I believe it's like kind of glued in. It's got like a little notch where these top pieces come in. Looking at the sleeves here, just nice folds. Looks very natural and very cloth like, very fabric like. Yeah, I actually I think I'm starting to lean towards hard plastic. I hate to say it because I really do enjoy soft goods when they're done right. It's just sometimes they can when they're not done right. That's the problem. Got some nice detail on the shoes here. Very nice. Got a little strap or buckle here. Nice detail on the boots. Is there boots? Damn. Oh shit. There's boot swivel on this figure too. That's pretty cool. A little bit of boot swivel on there. Very interesting. Boot swivel, knee swivel, and thigh swivel. It might be a little bit redundant, but I'm happy to have it, in my opinion. But this is a fantastic looking figure, dude. Like I said, Maul being one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, I was really not wanting to have to pay like 80, 100 plus, $80 to 100 plus bucks for a 11-year-old figure, that archive, either the archive Maul or the Orange Line Maul, either one. Didn't really want to pay that. So super happy that they were finally able to give us a definitive version of Phantom Menace Maul. This looks fantastic. The hard goods just really, I really like the way that this turned out. I think it looks really nice. Just the one thing, the nitpick I have is just the face, man. I would have really liked a more of a snarl look to it, and something that we all talk about. A lot of us collectors is I wish we could just get at least one Maul that's more like the Phantom Menace Ray Park Maul and kind of get away, not get away, but at least just like get another one in the line. Like the anime, I like the animated Ray Park look, but I would like to get one that's just straight Ray Park. In my opinion, I feel like that would be really badass. And here are the other 5 versions of Maul that I have, or 4, I should say. Technically, there are 6, but I am missing that orange line box of the 2013 Maul, which I would like to get one day just to have for the history of the line per se. You know what I mean? But Here on the left is Maul the Bloodfin, the SDCC exclusive. Awesome, awesome figure. Awesome, awesome set. It's so nice to get vehicles in the line again. Obviously, here's the figure we're talking about in this review, the brand new Phantom Menace Darth Maul. Here, right here is the old Master Maul, kind of like the Rebels version. And here is probably my favorite version, tied with this one now. I don't know, I really like this one. But other than different shades of red, from the darker red to the lighter red, and I actually did put a matte spray on this, so it kind of is even more noticeable. But anyways, the Clone Wars version of Maul, which is one of my favorites, and then the Sith Apprentice version of Maul. So you can just see these actually use those old school 2013 Maul legs. And you can just see the pins on here. And you just, I don't know if you can kind of see those feet. They're almost like rockerish. They're not really flat, but the line has definitely come a long way. There is no doubt about that. Now standing in next to the new Phantom Menace Maul on the left, I know this isn't technically from Phantom Menace, but it's still a prequel figure, prequel droid. But here's the Super Battle Droid, probably figure of the year for 2024, man. I love this figure. But here on the right, which was in Phantom Menace, the Destroyers, Master Destroyers. Got the Droideka droid. They're no match for a Droidecas. And finishing it off with the side-by-side comparisons here, I thought the appropriate send-off would be just to finish off with some other Phantom Menace figures. But here we have Little Annie, Jar Jar Binks, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Padme Amidala. I almost said Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala, Padme Amidala. I really wish I had that GameStop 3-pack so I could do the side-by-side comparison with Obi-Wan in the mix, but when I do get that 3-pack, I'm going to do a review on it, so I'll show y'all then, of course. So that wraps up my thoughts on this figure. Just an absolutely outstanding representation for our first introduction ever to Maul and Phantom Menace. Like one of the most iconic villains in cinema history as well. And I'm just super, super stoked that we got a newly tooled, newly sculpted figure for this. And the fact that we're getting a brand new Form Boy Luke, a brand new Princess Leia, and then rumored perhaps even a New Hope or Star Wars 77, or whatever you call it, Han Solo as well. Just seeing them kind of revisit some of these older figures and put some new tooling and some more modern articulation and technology into them is just really nice to see. And like, it's a big sign that the line is doing well. And I just don't know what else to say more than that, man. It's just so cool to finally have a legit good quality Phantom Menace Darth Maul. But like I said, definitely recommend picking up this figure, especially if you're a Maul fan or a prequel fan. He's a must-have. Like I said, most iconic villain in cinema history, let alone a crucial part to Star Wars lore. But I am just very infatuated with this figure. Super happy to have my favorite character, my boy Darth Maul, in his original costume that we were introduced to him as. But leave me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this review. I hope you did. Check out some other content. I just did a live stream this past Saturday on November 2nd, and I got a big pile of loot that I had shipped, so I'm going to be going through and looking at some newer figures, some reissues and stuff like that, but just be on the lookout for new reviews hitting this week, and obviously, and as long as I'm doing this fucking channel. But like I said, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Leave me a like and subscribe. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. It helps me get my videos and my channel some more, get some more eyes and traffic on my channel. I really do appreciate all of you who like, subscribe, watch, and comment. It means the world to me. I hope you're all having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. May the Force be with you.